Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kate. I have two boys. One is named Grayson and he is 6, and this is my other one named Foster and he is now 2 months old. I make tons of mommy videos here on my channel and the vlogs and food videos, so if you're interested in that, make sure you hit subscribe. But today's video is going to be all about Foster and his 2-month update. I really want to do these every single month with him so that I can look back, see how big he is. I really wish I would have done this with my first son, but I just didn't even know about YouTube then. And I wish I could just go back and see how he was and everything he was doing. It would be so fun to compare, but definitely going to stick with it this time and give you guys updates on everything. If you're looking for postpartum update, I'm really not going to do that in this video, but I have been thinking about doing a C-section tips and what to expect postpartum and during a C-section and all that. So that'll probably be up on my channel next week or the next, and that'll have a lot of postpartum information about how it went this time around. So if you're interested in that, make sure you're looking out for that video. But today is all baby stuff and all about 2 months, and so much has happened. So I have so much to update you guys on. Foster is taking a nap right now, and he's not sleeping very good, so I'm just gonna kind of rock him throughout this video. Hopefully that's not distracting you guys, but maybe at the end he'll be awake and I can show you how big he's getting. You can't tell, he's super long now, and he's almost bigger than I am, but yeah, I'll start with his doctor's appointment for 2 months. We went a few days ago, and he weighed 11 pounds 2 ounces, which is exactly 4 pounds heavier than he was born at. So his doctor said that's great, gaining weight, and he's right on the curve. So that's great. He seems even bigger than that, but he's definitely a growing boy. He's definitely longer. I just don't remember how long he is, so my bad, but he definitely grew in all areas. But yeah, he is huge. He got a ton of vaccinations, and he did really good with those. I mean, as good as you can. They're shots, so they're horrible, but he got that at his 2-month visit, and then that's pretty much all that happened. We were on our way. He is now also in 0 to 3 month clothing. Some of them are too big, a little bit baggy or a tad bit long on him, but newborn is way too small on him, everything. So he's definitely transferred over in sizes, and he is in size 1 diapers now. I think in the next few weeks he'll be in size 2 already. He's not having blowouts or anything like that yet, but I think these fit just right at this moment. In a few weeks, I think they'll be a little snug. So we'll probably start buying size 2 diapers. We literally haven't even bought diapers yet because people gave us so many diapers at our baby shower. So when we do start buying them, I think we'll buy size 2. I think they'll be the perfect size by then. So I don't really know what diapers we'll be using yet. I haven't really picked my favorite, so I don't know. We'll might try out even some different brands. I don't know yet. But if you have a favorite diaper or a favorite wipe that we should start buying, let me know down below, because I haven't really formed an opinion yet. So as far as eating, he is formula fed. He uses the Advent Phillips natural bottles. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. And he loves those bottles, and I love them too. They're super easy to clean and take apart, put back together, all that good stuff. So I really like those bottles. He is drinking about 4.5 ounces every 3 hours. Other than at night, he does go 6 hours now. So he is still drinking quite often and quite a bit, but he loves the formula he's on. He's on Similac Advance. A few weeks ago, I thought I might change to Sensitive, but I think he's doing just fine on the Advance still. So if I see something change, I know I might have to change formulas. But as of right now, I think he's still loving the regular Similac. And like I said, he's still eating every 3 hours. I have him on a schedule-ish. What I did to do that is basically for a week straight, I wrote down every single thing he was doing at what time. I would write down when he fell asleep for a nap, when he woke up, when he ate, when he went to sleep for the night, and all that stuff, so I could kind of see his own schedule that he set for himself and make it more defined. I don't obviously hold him to like a strict schedule like I do Grayson or anything, but it just makes our lives a little bit more organized if I know what to expect with him, because the first like month and a half we were just winging it every single day, and it kind of got chaotic, especially with another kid, and he has a really strict schedule with school and sports and all that, so it got kind of crazy. So I really needed to set up some kind of guidelines, and ever since I did that, things have been way better. He's been less fussy because he doesn't get too tired. I know when he's wanting to take a nap. I know when he's really hungry. So it has been much, much better. So a daily schedule for him looks like he wakes up around 6:37. We take brother to school, and then when we get home around 8, I feed him breakfast. He eats a whole bottle, and then usually he'll take a nap about right away after he eats for about an hour, hour and a half, and then I'll let him play and hang out till 11. Then he eats again, takes a nap, hour, an hour and a half. Then he hangs out until 2, and then I feed him. Then we do carpool for a while, so he sleeps during that. When we get home, we play, and then he eats again around 5, takes a nap, and then I let him get up around 6:30, and we play a lot, and then right before 8 o'clock we do our nighttime routine with him, which sometimes includes a bath every other day, every 3 days depending, and then we get him in his pajamas. We put him in his little zip me up swaddle or his halo swaddle, whichever one we're using, and then we put his owlet on. We give him Gerber Soothe probiotic drops every night just to help with his crying and his tummy and stuff. So we give him those drops, we feed him a bottle, and we put him to bed. So right now he kind of like goes to bed in the rock and play, and then when we're ready to go to bed, like around midnight, we'll put him in the Halo bassinet right next to me. Sometimes he wakes up around 11 and wants to eat again, and I go ahead and feed him, but he goes right back to sleep. So he's down for the night at 8, which just helps our sanity because Grayson goes down at 8. So that gives us like a few hours just to like be together, Andy and I. So that has worked out a lot, and we were keeping him up to like midnight, and I just don't think that's good. So we went ahead and set a bedtime at 8. Sometimes it's like 8:30, sometimes it's 9, but we try our best to do 8 so that Grayson and him can go to sleep at the same time. He does wake up sometimes like around like 3, 4, 5 a.m. It just kind of depends. So he is doing like one middle of the night feeding, but it's usually like super early in the morning. So that's still happening, but he goes about 6 hours usually. So he's doing really, really good with that. So I also wanted to mention, I said like playing during the day. Playing for him is laying on, I don't know if you can see this, probably not, his little jungle gym mat kind of thing with things hanging over it. He likes to look at that stuff. He likes to do tummy time, look at himself in his little mirror. And his favorite thing to do right now really is just to lay down and talk to you. Like if I put him down on the floor and just kind of look at him, make eye contact with him, talk to him, he'll smile and coo, kind of laugh a little. That's kind of new recently, like this week. But he mainly likes to just be talked to. I have a carrier, and he loves to be carried in that and look around at everything I'm doing, and so he really, really likes that right now. But like I said, he mainly just plays on his little activity mat, tummy time, and talks to us. So playing isn't like the right word, but he does like, those are the things he just does while he's awake. Like I mentioned, he's smiling a ton. He is such a smiley baby, and he's been doing that for about a month and a half, and then he also is starting to like coo and sometimes like a little giggle. Like it's not what you think as a giggle, but I can tell it's gonna turn into a laugh. That's like his beginning stages of laughing. So that is like the best part. I love when he smiles at us. It's the cutest thing ever. Another thing is around 5 weeks, I think, he started rolling over from his tummy to his back. At first it was kind of just like his head was so heavy, he would just like lean it and his body would just flop over. Now he really knows how to like push himself over, and so tummy time is kind of hard. He doesn't really do well with it. He kind of flips right over. So I either put his boppy like around so he's like sitting up more and he can't really roll over on that, so he gets really good strength in his neck, or I put him on my tummy like tummy to tummy, and he does really good on that too. So that's how I get his exercise and his neck out, because he just rolls right over, like he's not having it. So that's been happening. Also, I wanted to mention, this child loves TV. Like, I don't let him watch TV or anything, but if he's like down here on his mat and we have the TV on above him, I mean, he will literally figure out a way to look at the TV. He loves like flashing and noises and stuff like that. Like, Grayson's like obsessed with SpongeBob. He loves, like, I don't know, like he just is like, where is it? Like, and just stares at the flashing lights. So I'm literally like, okay, you have to go out of the room with the TV or you'll burn your eyeballs. He loves to look at anything like lights or anything, ceiling fans. He just talks to them. Like, he literally loves it. So that's hilarious. He still loves swaddling, obviously. He literally can't sleep without a swaddle. So during the day, I swaddle him in blankets just because I'm watching him, and it's just easier. And then at night, I do the Halo swaddle, or I do the Love to Dream Zip Me Up swaddle. He is getting a little bit big for the Love to Dream swaddle. We have it in like the small size. I think it's up to like 13 pounds, but he's just getting so long for it. So I think in a few weeks here, when he's closer to 3 months, we'll probably transfer over to like the stage 2 Love to Dream swaddle, where one arm can be out. Also, a few other little things is he was sick this month. It's his first little illness. I don't even know if it was an illness. It could have just been like a weird day. But he like was not eating all day one day. He was spitting up a ton, and I called the pediatrician, and he said, you know, maybe it's just like a little stomach bug, and I think that's what it was. But it like seriously freaked me out, because he went so long without taking any formula that they had me go get Pedialyte and try and give him like an ounce of that just to keep him hydrated, although he was still having wet diapers, so it was very weird. But we literally almost had to take him to the emergency room, because his pediatrician was like, he can't go all day without eating anything, because he'll get really dehydrated. So luckily he ended up taking a bottle that afternoon, but I was so stressed out about that. Oh, I don't know. So I'm like very nervous to even take him out of the house now, because it is in the middle of flu season. And I mean, there's really nowhere he needs to go. We do take him to like family members' houses every once in a while. But as far as that, we just kind of like stay home with him and have someone babysit him if we just have to go out or anything like that, just because I just don't see the need to take him out and risk him getting the flu or anything, just because I know how serious that could be for a baby. So until the cold lets up and the flu lets up, he is a homebody by no choice of his own, which he does not care. He doesn't know the difference. Also, he did have like mild cradle cap. He still has like, just like a little smidge. It's really not bad at all. All I've been doing for that is doing coconut oil, just like rubbing some on his head and like scrubbing it in. And then I got this little cradle cap brush from Target, and it is like just a little bit different than just a regular brush. So I just kind of like rub it all in his hair and then wash it really good with some shampoo and brush his hair out. And I did that a few nights, and it was pretty much gone. So if you need some advice on that, that's what I would suggest you doing. But that is like pretty much all I have to update you guys on. He is such a big baby now. I just feel like he's not obviously a newborn anymore. He's not. I just feel like he is a baby. Like, he just has like his favorite things. Like, he likes to do this or that and will cry if he doesn't like it. And that's just so crazy. He's definitely more vocal and awake more. And it's getting harder, but more fun, if that makes sense. So he is definitely changing so much, and I just can't even believe he's already 2 months old. It like literally makes me so sad, but so excited. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this update. I will definitely be doing another one at 3 months. I'm probably gonna do them even if there's really not much to update on. But also I will be doing a must-haves video probably around like 3-4-ish months, because he's already using a ton more products than he was at a newborn stage. So I think I'm just going to keep on saving up what we're using, and then I'll do a video on that, so be on the lookout for that and my postpartum video. If you have any other video suggestions, leave them in the comments below, because I want to make what you guys want to see. So definitely let me know if you have suggestions. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!